Coming up on this edition of Talk of the Town from the U.S. Bank Studios in downtown Cambridge, we have got the Continuum of Care Manager for BreakThru over at Southeastern Med. Who am I talking about? I am talking about Sarah Leake, making her Talk of the Town debut. From the Guernsey County Fair, Mr. President himself from the Guernsey County Fair Board, Brian Winters, will tell us a little bit about what we can expect from this year's event. And from Woodlawn Dental Center, the one who makes it run, the one who you always see representing Woodlawn Dental Center, Susan Maximo, will be in here to tell us all about Smiles from the Heart, their upcoming free dentistry event. That's all on this edition of Talk of the Town.
From the U.S. Bank Studios in downtown Cambridge, Ohio, it's Talk of the Town.
And welcome on into a brand new edition of Talk of the Town, coming at you from the U.S. Bank Studios here in downtown Cambridge. It's your boy Jeremy Scott manning the cockpit in the driver's seat here, as it were. Of course, we've got the lovely and talented Adam Green. Yes, I did just call you lovely and talented, Adam. Manning the buttons, manning the controls, making sure that the cameras are controlled with great aplomb per usual. Folks, a full show ahead of us. Let's hop right into it. You know, one of the things that Southeastern Med always prides itself on is doing new things, expanding as it were. Here to talk about one of the latest and greatest expansions, I have got the manager of said expansion. I have got Sarah Leake with me. Sarah, welcome on into Talk of the Town.
Thank you.
And welcome to Cambridge as well.
Yeah.
I know that you've only been here for a couple of months now.
Actually, 1 month.
1 month now.
1 month, yes.
Okay, and you moved here specifically to be the manager for a program called BreakThru.
Yeah, I was from private treatment in my background and wanted to work for a service that could provide to a wider array of patients. So when the opportunity to work for BreakThru came open, I jumped at that chance and relocated to do it.
Well, that is a really cool thing. We're really lucky to have you here in town. I know you came from Columbus, so there's a little bit of a culture shock, but I hope that everybody's been nice to you.
Everybody's been very welcoming. It's a great little town.
So let's talk about BreakThru. What exactly is it?
BreakThru is a medical withdrawal management service. Medical withdrawal management is similar to what people think of as detox for drugs and alcohol. So we help people safely withdraw from alcohol, opiates, or benzodiazepines. It's a 3-day inpatient stay in the hospital. They're on a hospital unit with other people recovering from surgeries or illnesses, just like any other hospital patient. And then we transition them into treatment from there.
Okay.
So there's a full continuum of care, and we really love our patients. We take good care of them.
Well, it sounds to me like you are the perfect person to be doing this, because it seems to me like you really take great pride in what you do, you know, given your background in private care and so on and so forth. Is this different for Southeastern Med than it is for other hospitals? Because it seems to me like a lot of people have to go to separate detox units. You hear so much about, say, the Betty Ford Clinic and so on and so forth. This seems to me like this is something really kind of unique to our area.
It is a unique service. So we provide just that medical component of withdrawal. There are other detoxes, and those tend to have a behavioral health component. For people that don't need that behavioral health component, this is available, and it helps maximize their medical outcomes and is a safe and comfortable way for them to withdraw, as well as providing a great deal of confidentiality because they're just in the hospital. Nobody knows why.
Sure. Well, I mean, you have all those doctors and nurses and so on and so forth surrounding you, and you mentioned that it's usually a 3-day stay for these patients. Do you ever come across cases where it needs to be longer than that?
We do occasionally. Generally, that 3 days is sufficient. With alcohol or benzodiazepines, you do sometimes need a longer stay, and we do keep people as long as they need to be medically stabilized.
Let's talk a little bit about how that process works. So, you know, obviously, being that you're there for 3 days, it's probably a pretty intensive process, especially being that you have to get those substances out of a person's body. So, say, take us step by step, I guess, is what I'm asking you. Day 1, day 2, day 3. What's it like?
Well, when they come to us and are actually admitted into our program, that's when they actually get to rest up and heal, because they're going through our medical protocols. They're on bed rest, they're staying there in the hospital resting and just kind of getting those things out of their system. The process leading up to that is pretty simple. We just ask that people call us. We do a quick over the phone assessment. We check their insurance, we take their information to our doctor, have them check that they're appropriate appropriate for us, and then we schedule them to come in. We can generally admit within a day or two, often same day, if not then next day, and get them in for that 3-day stay.
You mentioned something that I wanted to touch upon. Being that you do contact their primary care physician, there has to be a reference, there has to be some kind of referral, that kind of thing, in order for somebody to be able to take advantage of this program?
Actually, no. We don't contact their primary care physician. We run it by our hospitalist in the hospital. All of our medical staff at Southeastern Med has been trained by BreakThru on our protocols now, so we're able to go through that admission process using our hospitalist there. Unless there is a release for their doctor, we wouldn't contact their doctor because of their confidentiality. We do generally get that release because it's best for the patient, but if they chose to remain confidential, they would be able to do that.
So with these cases that you've seen so far, like you said, you've only been here about a month yourself, but this program has been up since early July, is that correct?
I was actually part of the launch. We did launch on July 2nd, and I just commuted back and forth from Columbus.
Jeez.
We do have an in-house manager, continuum of care manager named Jeff, who does all of our in-office, and then I do our public stuff. I do outreach to the community, meet people, help form the relationships with people with treatment to discharge to as well.
Now, have you seen a lot of these cases have been self-referred, or have you seen it come from family members or friends who have maybe had some kind of intervention with somebody? How have these cases shaken out?
It's both. Oftentimes people do call us of their own volition. Either they've had some kind of event in their life that they felt like that was the wake-up call for them in the moment that they decided that they needed treatment, or they can be referred by their doctor's office. We do work closely with Guernsey Health Choices here in Guernsey County. We do get a lot of referrals from them, from people that are actively engaged with them and they do need to go through that withdrawal process.
Obviously, one of the big buzz terms right now is the opioid crisis, especially here locally. So I would say that this is something that is very needed in this community. Unfortunately, it is there, which is a great thing. It's too bad that it has to be there. But for anybody who might be watching this broadcast right now and saying, I know somebody who could greatly benefit from BreakThru, how do they get in touch with somebody? How do they find out more information for that matter?
Just give us a call. Our phone number is 740-439-8720. And we'll be happy to answer any questions or help you along in the process.
She is Sarah Leake. She is the Continuum of Care Manager for BreakThru over at Southeastern Med, making her Talk of the Town debut. Sarah, thank you so much for coming on with us.
Thanks for having me.
Would love to have you back anytime.
Thanks.
It is Jeremy Scott. You are watching Talk of the Town. We are here at the U.S. Bank Studios in downtown Cambridge, and it's coming at you on YRP TV and on the Talk of the Town Facebook page.
Talk of the Town will be right back.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge, just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge selection full of educational resources and toys to teach as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and so much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door.
The Old Country Loft in Byesville is full of quality country primitives and a whole lot more. Ruth Dixon and her crew bring you the things you need to decorate your home with country charm and warmth. The Old Country Loft, corner of Main and Glass Avenue, Byesville.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a great place to live, work, and play.
Check out Talk of the Town on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/YRPTV and be sure to subscribe.
Back here at the U.S. Bank Studios for Talk of the Town. Folks, before we get too far into our next segment, let me remind you, you can watch all past episodes of this fine show on YRP TV on YouTube. And we're going back many years now. We're going back, what, Adam, about 4 years?
Something like that.
About 4 years. A little over 4 years, actually. Of course, any past episodes hosted by Perry Baranich, Daniel Barnett. There are a couple hosted by Joel Asigo, for goodness sake. And, of course, any hosted by me. You can catch them all on YRP IPTV on YouTube. Folks, can't believe I'm saying it, but it's time once again for the Guernsey County Fair. Here to talk about that very thing, I've got Mr. President himself of the Guernsey County Fair Board, Mr. Brian Winters. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
Hey, good to see you. And, we've got a packed show for us this year. I mean, let's just talk about this fair. It is a packed show. I'm looking at the grandstand lineup right in front of us. We got some cheat sheets here. It looks to me like that is a packed affair. All kinds of other stuff going on as well. Is there anything new to the fair this year that people should be on the lookout for?
Okay, Friday night, the new thing this year is the monster truck show. Every little kid and big kids alike love monster trucks. So we brought monster trucks in on Friday night along with ATV racing. So when the monster trucks are warming up or getting ready, then they run ATVs around for a while too.
Wow, so monster trucks
be a good show.
And ATVs. Like you said, that is good for kids from ages 2 to 100.
Sure is. Sure is. We moved a few things around this year. Monday night we had the national tractor pull in there. We moved that to Tuesday night, made like a double header of tractor pulling on Tuesday night. We give Monday night back to the local junior fair parade, crown the royalty, and then we have backbone in the grandstand after that's all over. So it's a local show Monday night. Tuesday night, the doubleheader tractor pull. Wednesday during the day, Senior Citizens Day, harness racing, and then that night we have drag racing back again on Wednesday night.
Wednesday usually is Senior Citizens Day at the fair, isn't it?
Always has been,
okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
And how about the cornhole tournament? I know that's something every time ABC Communications is out there to broadcast, we are told, make sure you promote this cornhole tournament. Is it happening again this year?
Yeah, Saturday afternoon, cornhole tournament. Saturday's kind of a big get involved day. You can be in the cornhole tournament. A thing we added last year that was new, we do a straw stacking race where we have 40 bales of straw on a trailer, 3-man team or 3-person team. The fastest one to load the straw, make a lap around the track without losing bales and unload it, fastest one wins.
That takes some skill.
Sure does.
Have you tried it yourself?
I did.
And how'd you do?
We were 3rd, I think, last year.
Not too shabby.
No.
Not too shabby for that kind of skill. So those are just a couple of the things. Of course, I'm looking here, folks. Don't mind me. Don't mind my cheat sheet in front of me. Hot air balloon rides are back?
Yeah, Saturday afternoon, Remax hot air balloon in the infield.
Okay.
You can ride in a balloon yourself. I forgot to mention, Friday night you can ride in a monster truck too.
Wow, so there's a little ride-along program with the monster trucks.
Yep.
That'll be a real thrill. Again, not just for kids of a certain age. We're talking kids all the way on up to age 200.
Sure, 5:30, meet the drivers and ride in the monster truck before the show at 7:30.
Probably get some autographs, that kind of thing.
Yes.
That's something that I know a lot of kids would like. So, Brian, I want to talk to you because each and every year that I'm out there, this is my 4th year doing the Guernsey County Fair in terms of live broadcast with ABC Communications. I'm always blown away at how well it's put together. When does the planning for something like the Guernsey County Fair begin?
Usually the 2nd week in October. We wrap up the fair, we go right into the Paul Bunyan show, and then right after Paul Bunyan's over, we start planning for next year's fair. We really need to have a lot of it laid down by the 1st of January. We go to the state convention. That's where we can book the shows, talk to ride companies and different attractions that we can get lined up. So we need to know what we're looking for 1st of January.
In a way, it sounds to me like that state convention you're talking about is kind of like a job fair for some of these concessions people and some of the ride companies and so on and so forth.
Yeah, it is a trade show, a job fair. You see what's out there, what's new and exciting. There's a lot of things that we'd like to try. We can only do so many in 7 days.
True. How are the concessions looking this year? Because I know that's a big thing that draws people out. They want to go and get some fair fries or an elephant ear, whatever the case may be.
It's going to be an all-new ride and concession company this year. Deschler Amusements is coming in. They're going to be new to our fair there in Belmont County this week. So there will be a new look to the Midway this year.
So that's not all bad, though. I mean,
no.
Obviously, Deschler, I'm sure, is a tried and true tradition at many fairs. So the fact that you were able to get them, that is, I'm assuming, a very reputable name.
Yeah, we interviewed 6 different ride companies, had them all come in one evening, went through them all, and then that evening we kind of ranked them as far as which ones we would like the most. Then went back to them and negotiated the contract and got them signed. So they were our pick. They're from Wellsville.
Wellsville, okay.
Yes.
All right.
So they do some Northern Panhandle fairs, Eastern Ohio fairs.
Very, very nice. So again, folks, all kinds of new stuff to look forward to at the Guernsey County Fair this year. Don't forget to check out everything going on all week long. Don't forget that Wednesday, of course, is Senior Citizen Day. Is there a Veterans Day as well?
There is a Veterans Day. I believe it's Tuesday.
Okay. Because I know, again, that is something, because we're going to be out there broadcasting live. When I talk about we, I'm talking about ABC Communications. And usually it is the Tuesday of the fair that we are out there broadcasting live. And I do believe that that is usually the day. Tuesday is usually the day when veterans get in for free. So again, folks, we'll be out there. If you'd like to come out and see us, we'll be broadcasting live on Tuesday. That is September 11th. We'll actually be out there from 4 until 6 p.m. on 3 different stations. We'll be on 96 FM. We'll be on KC 105. And for the first time ever, we proudly present to you the Guernsey County Fair on Nash Icon 107.9 and 98.5 FM. So that's something for a lot of the national listeners out there. You know, that one stretches all the way out to Zanesville, Brian. So we're kind of excited about that. We might be bringing some people out from Muskingum County to the Guernsey County Fair.
They're welcome.
So if I were to give a pitch to people from Muskingum County saying, hey, we want you to come to the Guernsey County Fair, if you could pick one thing, one reason why they should come out, what reason would that be?
I think Friday afternoon. There's a lot of events going on Friday afternoon and evening. We have a show coming in this year. It's a high energy, family oriented game show type event. A lot of upbeat music, motivational type show. You can roll from that into the illusion show on top of the hill and see the monster trucks in front of the grandstand all in about a 3-hour period.
Game show, illusion show, and of course the monster truck show, which is that night as well.
Yep.
You can go and you can meet the drivers and so on and so forth.
It's all there.
Lots of stuff to look forward to at this year's Guernsey County Fair. Brian Winters, the Fair Board President. Sir, thank you so much for coming on Talk of the Town.
Thank you.
It is Jeremy Scott, and we will be back with more Talk of the Town right here on YRP TV.
Talk of the Town will be right back. Bundy Law Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy Law understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy Law Funeral Home.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a great place to live, work, and play.
U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
For a show schedule of upcoming guests and to watch past episodes, go to yourradioplace.com.
And we are back here at the U.S. Bank Studios for this thing we call Talk of the Town. Thanks so much for joining us. Folks, you know, one of the nice things about living in an area this size, you get all kinds of people who do very well in our area who like to give back to the area. Here to talk about something, I think, of that nature is the lovely, the one, the only Susan Maximo. She is the one who, let's face it, for all intents and purposes, truly makes it run over at Woodlawn Dental Center.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hey, you know, you've got this button on and it says, ask me about our free dental days. Susan, tell me about your free dental days.
Well, we actually have another one coming up this coming Monday to start off Fair Week. So come and get your dental needs taken care of and then enjoy the rest of the week at the fair.
And let's get the title right. It is Smiles from the Heart.
It is. It is. This will be at least our 5th year of doing this, and it is dental care for adults ages 18 and over. So when you come, you can choose from a cleaning, a filling, or an exam, or
extraction, correct? Yeah. One thing I do want to make clear about that, though, that is while supplies last, as I recall, because there have been times when you run out of people to do the extractions, that kind of thing, or will you do that all day long?
We're going to try to take care of at least the first 50 people.
Okay.
So.
What time does registration begin on that day?
We're going to start a little bit earlier. We're going to start registration at 7:30. so we could get things going by 10 or by 8 o'clock. So.
Okay, so registration begins at 7:30, then you'll begin to see patients at 8 o'clock.
Correct.
That's a really nice thing. As a matter of fact, 96 FM will be down there for that very event. We'll be there from 10 a.m. until noon broadcasting live, so looking forward to that. We always have a good time going down there to Woodlawn Dental Center on Woodlawn Avenue, conveniently located in Cambridge. Exactly, Adam. You get it. See, he gets life, doesn't he?
He does.
So let's talk a little bit more about this day. Obviously, this is a full day. You and your staff, the Woodlawn Dental Center staff, will be there. Right. Obviously, Dr. Maximo will be there. Dr. Chu will be there. Dr. Harris will be there.
That's right.
Will it be those 3 dentists and some others from the area?
It'll
will it
be
just
just those 3 dentists, and all of our staff will be there. So, you know, it's a day of giving for them. So they don't do this for pay or anything. They give their time and talent and treasure.
You mentioned that this started a good few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. What kind of inspired this?
Well, there's actually a doctor down in North Carolina, Dr. Monticello, and actually one of our patients had previously gone to him a few years ago. But he's the first one to start this, and he calls it Dentistry from the Heart. He still runs that event. So it's something that has spread across the country to thousands of dental offices. We have several colleagues throughout the country that do this also. So
I was going to say, even if you don't call it Dentistry from the Heart, it takes on many different names, but the concept remains the same.
Exactly, yes. Because there's a greater need. There's at least 30% of Americans do not receive any kind of dental care every year. So, and most of those are going to be adults. You know, most people take care of their kids first.
Right.
So we have a lot of adults in the area that just have no other means. So when you come down, just bring your medical history. You might want to bring a chair in case the line's a little bit long. But don't bring any money. You don't need to pay anything. There's no insurance involved. You know, it's just totally free.
Well, this is a really needed thing in our community. I know that this is something that I've been there for these dentistry days that you've done before, and the line is out the door. I mean, people really and truly take advantage of this because it is so needed in our community. And so this is a great community for you to be able to do that in. I know it means a lot to Dr. Maximo to give back because last time we were down there doing a broadcast, as a matter of fact, speaking of giving back, he gave us all free copies of his book.
He did.
Does he still have copies of that book?
We always have copies, yes.
Let's give him a little plug. What's the name of the book and how do people get it?
Well, it's called Smiles. You caught me off guard.
Usually you're so on it. Usually I could just be like, you know, Susan, explain the Pythagorean theorem. No.
But he wrote a book that really talks about, you know, a little bit about his history, why he does what he does, and then talks a little bit about different dental services. So it's not a technical book, and it's not a book for other dentists. No. It's a book for everyday people.
For the patient.
Exactly. So, actually, with that book, he's going to be doing a educational dinner coming up on September 18th down at Theo's in the evening, and the subject will be dental implants. Lots of people are curious about it. They don't want to fully commit to coming in and say, hey, you know, tell me how many implants I need. They just want to know a little bit more about it. So if you're interested in learning more about dental implants, give our office a call and we could get you signed up for the dinner.
So you do want a pre-registration with that dinner then?
Yes.
Okay, so you obviously need a food count.
Exactly, yes. Theo's they do like a food count.
So there you go. And what is the registration deadline?
Actually, by the end of this week. We've initially just have invited several of our own patients, but don't let that stop you. If you're really interested, please give us a call. We're going to do one September 18th, and the next one will be November 1st.
Okay, so if we have to go by an actual date, then we'd be talking about September 7th by the close of business.
Exactly.
Okay, so by the end of business on September 7th, so probably 5 p.m. or so to be able to attend this little seminar that Dr. Frank Maximo is going to be putting on. How cool is that? At Theo's upstairs. This is going to be a really good time. But let's get back to Smiles from the Heart because I know you're very, very excited about this. This is one of a couple of free dentistry days that you do throughout the year. You do one for the veterans a little bit later on, do you not?
We do, and we're going to do a little differently this year. We're combining it with an organization called Freedom Day USA, and it'll be on Thursday, October 11th. With the veterans, what we do is we're actually scheduling appointments for that. So it's not going to be come and stand in line. You need to call ahead of time and schedule your time. If you've never been to our office before, the doctors will prefer to do x-rays and examination and talk about what kind of dental care they could take care of that day. So again, it'll be cleanings or deep cleanings, extractions, fillings, and there might be even a few same-day crowns going on because we do same-day crowns every day.
Woodlawn Dental Center, your one-stop shop for all things dental care. Don't forget, this Monday, September the 10th, it's an all-day event, ladies and gentlemen. Registration begins at 7:30. They'll begin to see patients at 8 a.m. It is called Smiles from the Heart, your choice of a free cleaning, a free filling, or a free extraction, all courtesy of the fine folks at Woodlawn Dental Center, not the least of whom is Susan Maximo.
Thank you so much, Jeremy.
Always a pleasure to have you.
Same here.
We'll be back to wrap up Talk of the Town right here on YRP TV.
Talk of the Town will be right back.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge, just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge selection full of educational resources and toys to teach as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and so much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door. U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
Bundy Law Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy Law understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy Law Funeral Home.
Thanks again to all my guests on this edition of Talk of the Town. From Southeastern Med, Sarah Leake, from the Guernsey County Fair Board, Brian Winters, and the lovely Susan Maximo from Woodlawn Dental Center. Folks, I'd be remiss in my duties if I didn't remind you to tune in for another full slate of high school football this Friday night. What all do we have? Well, on 93 BNV, the Buckeye Trail Warriors will be at the Barnesville Shamrocks. On Nash Icon 107.9 and 98.5 FM, it will be Grandview Heights at Bishop Rosecrans. Also, a big matchup on WYLE-FM 97.7. When it comes to MVL, action doesn't get any bigger than John Glenn at Sheridan. And finally, on Kickin' Country KC 105, what should be a barn burner, St. Clairsville will be at Meadowbrook. For our producer of Talk of the Town, Mr. Adam Green, as he looks at his stopwatch, say thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Adam.
It's Jeremy Scott saying, have yourself a great day.
YRP TV is your home for local high school sports. Catch every throw, kick, and tackle in HD with YRP TV's online live stream coverage.
Linebacker here.
YouTube.com/YRPTV and Facebook.com/YRPTV are the destinations for on-demand, on-the-go coverage of your favorite local team. You won't miss one single play with the game right at your fingertips on your smartphone, tablet, PC, or smart TV. Doesn't matter if you're in town or on the other side of the country, YRP TV keeps you in the game no matter where you're at.
30, 40, midfield. Perfectly thrown. Right short flat. Great coverage. The right side, 40 down to the 30 and up the right side.
ABC Sports and YRP TV, a winning combination. For advertising opportunities, call ABC Communications at 740-432-5605.